Hello, hello, hello. How we doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and I am here in our what I'm calling our negative fifth episode. Um, we are going to start a new episode. I'm going to start a new series. This is the pre-pilot episode of the series. The series is going to be about my personal collection. If you want to see what I collect, how I plan to store what I collect, which grading companies I use for what purpose, how I use the above or below system to help me decide what card I'm aiming for next. All sorts of aspects of my collecting, including but not limited to purchasing retail product that I pass by and say, I'm in the mood to open something. I don't have a break coming up. It's not Wednesday. I'm just going to buy myself a box of retail product at Walmart or Target or whatever to see what I get. That is going to be the series that's coming up. But I was been waiting. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I was waiting. I'm about a month away from being in the new studio where everything's set up, where the background is actually a background, where the lights are actually lit, where everything is more uniform and professional, if you will. That's the plan. But it's getting harder and harder to wait. I'm so excited. And the pilot episode, which I'm not sure how far away it is going to be more about what the series is, showing you some things and telling you a lot of the stuff I just said, but in an episode format. But today, I stopped by Walmart to pick up some needed items in life, and they had some blaster boxes here, and they all had these new low $17 price, new low $13 price, stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? Those are too cheap to pass up. There's so many there, and I wish I had brought my other card, but I only had the one card, and I didn't want to spend too much money on that card. So I only picked up 4 blaster boxes. But there are 4 completely different types, 4 that I've never opened before, purchased them with my personal money, and whatever's in them, I'm going to be sending in this grouping of next level grades or saving until next month when we do start PSA. But today it's just an opening. That's what we're doing. We're doing a 4 blaster box retail opening of 4 different types: 1 baseball, 3 football, and what we have a select baseball that the price came down to $17. I don't know what the original price was, but it's only 12 cards, 4 packs, 3 cards per pack. But I do love Select. I know that this is an unlicensed product. We also got Select Football. This was the most expensive of them. I think it was almost 30, but it was the only blaster of the Select Football there. And I just wanted it. I like Select Football. I think it's a great product. It's last year's. So we're hoping for Brock Purdy, Kenny Pickett, something like that. We'll see. And then also last year's Kenny Pickett and the same people, I got 2 Sage boxes. Both were $13 a piece. See, once we're in the studio, I shouldn't have these light issues coming in, but like you can't see the product. But we'll have that all taken care of. But both $13. One Sage, one Leaf Draft. The Leaf Draft is light. It has 2 Aerograph and 1 metal cards per box, so we're hoping to hit one of the big names with that. And then the Sage, there were 4 or 5 of this exact same box, all said $13, but I can't show you how light this is, but this is light. There's not a lot of cards in it. It's that might be all that's in it. Two autographs and one doesn't say 4 packs. That might be all that's in it. It's very light. And every of one of these Sage boxes that were there were also very light. Except this one, for some reason, is extremely heavy, like heavier than any of the other blasters. So it may be no reason, but I figured that's the one I'm going to take. I'm going to open it to see why it's heavier than the rest. It might just be, this is, like I said, it's fun. It's has nothing to do with the business. I have no reason to believe that this is going to help me, the business, or any of you in any way. It's just fun opening boxes, which is what I love to do. It's the aspect of collecting that I love the most, which we'll get into once we get to episode 1. I labeled this -5 because I could see me doing this a couple more times before we actually start. When, I should say, we actually post episode 1, I'll probably renumber them to whatever it is. If we only did three, this will become -3 and then -2, however it works. But for now, it's -5, and we'll see what it ends up being. So the order I plan on opening them is I'm going to do the select baseball first. I'm going to do the leaf draft second. I think that our best chance of hitting something really good is in the select, and then just the heaviness of the sage I'm saving for last, just because I want to know. That's the one I'm most interested in opening for that aspect. So starting off with the baseball, it's 2022. I didn't look through any of this. I didn't go to any checklists. I'm assuming that there's a wander in here. That would be my dream, is to get a even just a base wander. I don't know what the levels are in baseball. I know that they added levels this year in football, so now instead of 4 levels, there's 5. Last year they added a 4th level. Basketball still has 3. I don't know if this even does levels, so this is something I'm learning on the fly. But I hope there's a wander. If not, Julio. If it's late enough in the year that there's a Julio, maybe there's an Adley Rutschman. So a lot of potential good stuff, considering I don't know what's in it. So let's see what we got. Switching up my scene. We're gonna open it up. This is just a little treat for me. I don't know if I deserve it or not, but I'm gonna take it. All right, so here we go. Like I said, oh yeah, 3 packs, 4 cards in each pack. It is not a big blaster at all. So really hoping to hit something here. But if not, it was very inexpensive. Very inexpensive. 12 cards, a little over $1 a card. So that's my guy. You're like, you have a lot of guys. I sure do. Justin Verlander is in my. We talk about my team, and we're gonna get a lot into my personal players. I talk a lot about it. I bring them up when we see them, but we're gonna do episodes all about, has nothing to do with cards and just about my teams. This is my starting team or whatever. When we get into collecting and how that works, but Justin Verlander is on my team. He's one of my all-time favorite pitchers. So that's a pretty card. Let's turn it over and see if it says Concourse on the back, which is the base, I believe. So that's the lowest level. It's Justin Verlander. Then we got a Trevor Story. I suspect it's also a Concourse. Then here we go. We got a Gavin Sheets rookie. I'm not sure what the parallel is. I bet it says parallel, hollow parallel, and 3 blaster exclusive scope parallels. So this is probably a scope parallel, maybe a blaster parallel. I don't know. And then we got a Cal Ripken Star Select. Again, one of my guys. SS, so it's an insert. But it doesn't say anything else about that. The Gavin Sheets is also a concourse, but one of the things I usually like, what I like, is when they actually tell you on the back what the parallel is. You don't get that in a lot, but I think Prism does that for most part. But there we go. Prism Select, Gavin Sheets. There's our first hit. I'm not sure how hitty it is. Gavin Sheets is a little underwhelming nowadays, and I don't know how rare that. I don't know if every pack is going to give me one of those. We'll find out in a second. But we may get. It says 3 blaster exclusive scope parallels. If that's a scope parallel, that means there's one in every pack. And if there's one in every pack, they may all be rookies too, at which point that Gavin Sheet's a lot less. If it's not all rookies, then that helps it out a little bit, meaning you're hunting for rookies in that sense. All right, here we go. Pack number 2. We got Colton Wong from the Brewers. Andy Ibanez for the Rangers. Our scope parallel is Edmund Sosa. Edmund Sosa does not have a rookie logo, so I actually, don't get me wrong, I would prefer it to be a rookie, but getting one that wasn't a rookie does help the Gavin Sheets. If they're all rookies, if it's like Donruss Elite, where every rookie is a pink parallel and there's always one in every pack, for example, then it makes just getting any rookie less valuable. Of course, getting the ones you want, the pinpoint is hard still, but that Gavin Sheets a little more valuable in my mind because this Edmund Sosa isn't also a rookie. So, and then behind it we're having a George Brett. It says Phenom P9. This is a Phenom insert set. George Brett. George Brett is one of the guys that makes my collect list, but not my team. He does not make my team, not first team or second team. But I do like me some George Brett. All right, final pack. Here we go. Come on, Wander. We got a Pablo Lopez from the Miami Marlins, a Max Kepler from the Minnesota Twins. I'm not even going to turn that over because the next one's already the other way. A Adam Frazier from the Seattle Mariners. Again, not a rookie. And then a Andy Ibanez, which we already got one base. This one also concourse, but it is a prism. I mean, it is a, I'm not sure, chrome. I don't know what the insert type is. This must, oh, you know what? This is unwrap one hollow parallel. This is the hollow parallel. Last card, hollow parallel, a hollow Andy Ibanez. So, Texas Rangers fan. So, there's a couple of cards in here I'll keep for my PC. I will keep the George Brett. I will keep the Cal Ripken. I will keep the Justin Verlander, and I'll probably keep the Gavin Sheets. I keep rookies for a time until they prove that they're just going to be averaged. Sometimes in baseball, the some of the better rookies don't have a good first couple seasons until they get things going. So I give them 5 to 10 years before I'm like, okay, this guy didn't pan out. It's time to get rid of him. So we'll see what happens. All right, next 2022 Leaf Draft. If I'm hoping for myself, a Rashad White. Trying to think of what rookies I collect from that class, and I don't think there's that many. There might be one or two, but nothing's jumping to mind. Definitely none of the quarterbacks. I like Brees Hall, but not enough to really collect him. There's a difference between collecting and keeping. I keep rookies. I collect for my personal collection is a different thing. Yep, okay, so this box, you can see here, it is empty except for 3 cards, and they're top loaded with one in the middle. So that's interesting. Let's see if there's a front. Okay, that's the front. You know what I have? I've been keeping it here. There it is. From back in the day when we opened the Aspires football. This way we can make sure you guys don't see what we get. So it makes me wonder what's in. I almost did. I almost bought one of these Sage today because I actually bought this, and I bought the 2 football ones about a week ago, and they've been sitting on my desk, and I'm just like salivating. And then I went today to pick something up, and I bought the other 2, and I was like, I'm doing this video today. I give up. But there was other ones of these there that were light like that, so I'm kind of wishing I had picked up the other Sage so I could see what the difference in the 2 boxes was. That would have been smart, but I was trying to keep things very variety, and there was only, that baseball box. I do love baseball. I love select, so I wanted to see what it was. So, all right, so I do not. Okay, so the sticky of the team bag is stuck to the top loader, so that's not a good sign. But anyway, all right, so here we go. We got all 3 are top loaded. They're all top loaded. That's good. So the first one, there we go, is BJO. Now remember we're doing last year. I'm assuming, yeah, BA, they're all BA dash and then the name. So, BJO. I'm also, no NS1, so, 0 maybe, BJ 0. Can't think of any. LSU. BJ Ojulari. Okay, and that's the funny thing is I was trying to think of BJ Ojulari. I was thinking David Ajobu, and I know I was thinking of BJ Ojulari. I just couldn't come up with the name, but that's not bad. All right, BJ Ojulari. He's got a chance to be decent. Ojulari went to who? That's a good question. I know this. I've kind of jettisoned all this information from last year because I've learned on this that he's a Arizona Cardinal. Arizona Cardinal, BJ Ojulari, and that's a nice auto. Yeah, I like that. Definitely worth $13. I haven't even seen the other two cards, but if we're gonna get three at this level, I'm worth 13 and probably more. But yeah, that's a nice card. BJ Ojulari. All right. So number two says NS1. Uh, NS Nate, Nick. Looks like Gators, maybe Clemson. Defensive line, Nolan Smith. So this one is from last year's product, but he was not drafted, right? Nolan Smith went in this year's draft to the Eagles. I don't like how you see that corner's banged up a little. That makes me sad. This red one is probably a variation. This is probably the base. Um, but that's an eagle right there. That would have been nice if it wasn't damaged. All right, so now it's not necessary. Okay, this one's an insert. SPSH1. SH, and it makes it harder when it could be last year or this year's guys. Um, Shohei Otani? No, that's baseball. And that would be SO. SH. Sam Howell. Wow. State Pride. Now it's not signed. It's not a signed card, but still Sam Howell. This could be a big one for this year. This one I'm definitely shifting over to the PSA pile. We'll be sending that out next month. See how that goes. But Sam Howell could be in for a big deal. I'm sure that my friend Sugar White's interested in that card. Maybe we could work out a deal for that Jose Siri mojo he has or something. All right, here we go. Next box. Football Select, same year, 2022. But it's not a college product like the Leaf is, so we're going to get more NFL players and less Nolan Smiths in this. There we go. We got, what is that? 6 packs, 4 cards per pack. This says 3 Red Blaster exclusive. I'm sorry, 3 red and blue Prism die cut exclusives. So the only thing that's in this, and it's a silver Prism die cut, 1 per box. Autographs are random. There's a thing on the side that shows all the odds of everything you could get. But you're guaranteed 1 silver Prism die cut and 3 red and blue. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the big names. We're looking for the big names in any version, but also in those colors. So pack A. Starting off with Jalen Hurts. The die cut in this pack. I wonder if there's one in every pack. We'll see. Desmond Ridder. Look at that. Right off the bat. Desmond Ridder, rookie. That's good. We ruined the surprise of underneath it. We got the die cut red, white, and blue, or red and blue Dalvin Cook. Does it? It's club level. That's what the club level is. And then I wonder if the fourth card is always a rookie in this pack, and we just got lucky with the Desmond Ritter. We'll find out. Fedarian Mathis for the Washington Commanders. All right, that's a pretty good start. It's a pretty good start, Desmond Ritter. That's another one that I'll send to get graded PSA style. All right, here we go. We got a turned around backwards one. All right. Tyquan, this is our big something of the pack. Tyquan Thornton, rookie for the Patriots. Then we have Devontae Adams, numbers insert, number 17. Last card again is a rookie, so maybe Bernard Raymond, rookie for the Colts. And then this one, RSW 20. RSW. I'm not very good at this, obviously. Washington. Okay, I give up. What do we got? Zamir White. Well, that definitely wasn't going to get that from RSW. Rookie, it probably has something to do with the rookie swatch, whatever. But there you go. Zamir White. Rookie swatches. That's a very pretty card. Very pretty card. I would have liked someone better than Zamir White. But, you know, with Josh Jacobs not signing his tender and rumoring to hold out or at least miss camp, someone like Zamir White might get a shot, and then you get surprised sometimes. They can't blow you away until they get a shot on the field. All right, we got Darren Waller for the Raiders. Rashad Bateman as a Raven. Let's pull this back card out. Is a Cooper Kupp. That is a premier level Cooper Kupp. And then our die cut is Devin Lloyd, rookie for the Jaguars. If you're going to get one of these, you want it to be a rookie. We'd like it to be someone better than Devin Lloyd. But, there are Jaguar fans out there. I'm a Bucks fan, and I collect some of the people. People will be like, no one wants a Logan Hall rookie. And I'm like, this guy right here, please. So there are people that collect those and want those, and so let's see if we can help those people out. All right, that back one looks like it's a different color. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just a Panther or something. All right, looks like it's the same color as the Panthers. DJ Moore, rookie Zonovan Knight, looks like he's getting pushed further and further down that draft chart, that depth chart. Them drafting Abanikanda and then rumored to sign Dalvin Cook. There we go. George Pickens. That's probably the best rookie. Well, Desmond Ritter is the best rookie we've gotten so far. And then a Laviska Shenault as a Panther premier level. I knew it looked a little different. Okay, so yeah, look. This is a concourse. It's a rookie, so it looks a little different, but you can see the two rookies, the rookie and the non-rookie of concourse, the makeup is the same. Whereas this, with the Premier, it has the blue here instead of here. So they make the cards a little different. That's kind of cool. All right, this George Pickens will probably go as well. He has a chance to make a jump in year 2. I'm not buying it. I'm not on the Pickens bandwagon. I think that he may be a good receiver eventually, but I don't think they're going to have enough passing production in that. Oh, yes, that's my boy. So this one is a next level grade because Dameon Pierce is a Gator, and I'm a Gator. So that's one of my guys. So this one will be getting sent to NLG because NLG is where we go for my PC, the ones I'm keeping, not the ones I'm sending in to sell off. And just because it's such a better grading company. So Damian Pierce rookie. Unless I pull insert that's better, that one's going to get graded. All right. Then we got George Kittle for the 49ers. A Saquon Barkley. I guess this is Premier. Like I said, where the little swatches are, Premier level. I'm learning. I'm learning. And then our red and blue is a Russell Wilson. That's kind of cool. I know that Russell has fallen off. I know that some people believe he's going to bounce back. I'm not 100% sure. I have my personal opinions on that. If you want to chat, hit me up on Discord. I'll tell you how I feel as I go through all my stuff for fantasy football. All right, final pack of this blaster. And then we got one blaster left. Here's the other thing, guys. With this being the final pack, I did not see. Oh, nope, there it is. There's the last pack. Last card again is the, what do they call it? The Silver Prism die cut. So the last card in this pack is the one we want it to be something huge. It's got to be something big. All right. Valesis Jones Jr. for the Bears, rookie. Sky Moore, that's a pretty decent rookie right there. Jamar Chase, future for the Bengals. I mean, theoretically I could see me sending the Moore and the Chase to get graded from PSA. And our silver is a Josh Allen. That one absolutely will be getting sent to PSA. Not a rookie. I would have liked a Desmond Ridder, Kenny Pickett, something like that. But if you're gonna get a veteran, Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Burrow, that's what you want. So I'm happy with that. People will want those cards. If I grade it, someone will buy it. All right, here we go. Final box. I'm so interested to see what it is that's in this box that makes it so heavy. So much heavier than the rest of the boxes. I read all the boxes. I looked at all of them, and they all were exactly the same. So it wasn't like one was one set. So this one has a bunch of cards in it. And 2 autographs and 1 canvas insert in this pack. So that's what we'll be doing last. And the rest of this stuff, we actually opened some of this stuff earlier in the year when it first came out. Now that I'm looking at it, I have a bunch of this stuff. It was this year's. It was this year's because we were able to pull things from from this year's draft class because we got some like Brian Robinsons and stuff were in it. So even though it's 2022, just like with the first box thing or the second thing we opened, they do have some college players who are now been drafted to the pros. So let's see what we get. If there's anything in these, or if this is, it's just weird that this is like this, and I'm wondering what's in the other box. Is it just that pack? Because it didn't have all this. All right, so we got, if I remember right, those are artistry cards there. Okay, Leo Chanel, Brian Asamoah, Damon Clark, Malik Willis. This was something someone was buying Tennessee at the beginning last year to get the Malik Willises. Bailey Zappi. There's a CJ Stroud. I'm gonna sleeve that one up. I don't believe that these are worth all that much, but you never know. If you can get that in a 10, someone might, especially if Stroud takes off, and I do believe Stroud has the best chance, but we'll see what happens. Khalil Shakir, Thayer Mufund, Derek Stingley Jr., Jahan Dotson. Okay, so these are all artistry. It's just that these are the variation, the parallels. They're less common. Cade Otton, that's a Buccaneer right there. Jeremy Ruckert, Traylon Burks. Man, I had such high hopes for him this year. And then they signed DeAndre Hopkins. Have less high hopes for him now. All right, so that's what we're going to get here. It looks like all these packs are some version of the black artistry with 4 or 5 gray artistries in the middle. We'll see if I'll be pulling things like the Strouds and the, Ritters and stuff like that. Karlaftis, Quay Walker, Abiketti, Khalil Shakir, Calvin Austin III. There's a Chris Olave. That's one that's going to get So, some love. Ohio State fans and just good football player fans will like that. We got Kyle Hamilton black, Kyle Hamilton silver. This helps you see that they're just parallels because it's the same card. There's the Aiden Hutchinson, Tyler Algier. There's a Desmond Ritter. Isaiah Spiller, Kenny Pickett, and John Mechie III. John Mechie III has a good chance to be the guy in Houston. No one's really talking about Mechie, but he sat out last year due to, I think, cancer issues. Um, but he should be back and good to go. And now he's got Stroud and not a bunch in front of him. Robert Woods, if you believe in Robert Woods. Most people think it's going to be Nico Collins, but there's no reason to think that any more one than the other. They're both essentially rookies that barely played. Theo Jackson, Darian Beavers, Kingsley Garbe, Kenneth Walker III. I'm going to sleeve that, but I actually think that he's on a downward spiral, and a year from now, we're not even going to worry about Kenneth Walker, but I could be wrong. Khalil Shakir, Jalen Tolbert, Kenna Ingram, Brandon Smith again, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave Black. Now I got a Chris Olave Black and a Chris Olave Gray. I'm a fan of the idea of getting to like parallels or even like in the old days, like getting if your guy was Cal Ripken Jr., getting the Fleer and the Dunruss graded at the same grade and then making a display with them to that kind of thing. So getting a black and a silver Olave both graded at the same grade, both tens or nines or something, and I think that that's kind of a cool um, Corral and Algier. That's kind of a cool way to display stuff. And for my PC, you're going to see a lot of this is about how I plan on displaying it. Oh, I want this and this, so I have to go get this card for the display. Some of the stuff you'll see is like Brock Lesnar, for example. I plan on getting Brock Lesnar's WWE rookie card, his UFC rookie card, and his Minnesota Viking rookie card, and getting them all graded at the same level, and that'll be the display. I just think that'd be cool. It's a cool way to do stuff. I also have a display set up that I'm planning to set up. We'll talk about this later about my high school. I found that we're a very small high school, and it only started in '89. So by the time I graduated, we just got our first player to the NFL. Um, he had graduated like 2 years before me, and he was in the NFL now. And So I went back to search that who that was again. I knew the name, but I wanted to see the path and what his cards were. And I found out since then we have like 7 or 8. Well, we probably have like 10 famous people from our school, but 7 or 8 athletes. And a couple of those are like soccer players that are like they went pro but never to the big leagues, so they don't really have cards. So I'm gonna have a small display of people that went to my high school. Just kind of cool things to do, I think. Christian Harris, George Karlaftis, Jermaine Johnson, Kyron Williams, Drake London, Devonta Price, Tyler Batty, Leo Chanel, Bailey Zappi, Desmond Ritter, Bailey Zappi again, Kenny Pickett again, Jeremy Ruckert, and Kyle Hamilton. So it's not. I watch a lot of YouTube. People like Card Collector 2 or Sports Cards Investors and stuff like that. And the thing I notice about them, just like with our breaks guys, they talk way above the level of anything I can collect anytime in the near future. And I watch it to learn. I watch it to drool over the stuff they buy. But there's a certain level of we're at the low level. We we live paycheck to paycheck. We want to buy stuff, but we can't afford thousands of dollars in cards. But there's got to be something that we want, and there's still there for us to buy. And I don't say us as if all of us are like that, but I am definitely like that. So the cheap slabs, as Ryan Johnson calls it from Card Collector 2, that's where I'm going to live. I'm going to be sending out, I'm going to be evaluating these slabs as how much does it cost to grade it? How much did I put in to get the card? And when it's a situation like this, I consider it as I put nothing in to get the card. If I go to a store, or a convention and I spend $30 on a card, then it's $30 plus whatever I paid to grade it is what I have into the card. And I evaluate it as, do I believe that this card is worth the grading price plus what I spent on it? And do I believe that it will be worth even more than that in the future? And as long as I do think that there's a chance that I can get the grading price back, even if it's just a break even thing, I spent $30 to grade it, I can sell it for $30. I didn't lose anything. Um, I'm okay with that. It gets people the cards they want. It gets, but I'm gonna be known as the cheap slab guy for a while. And even if I get to their level, I'm never gonna give up on that cheap slab guy, cheap slab thing, or the cheap breaks we do. I'm never giving up on that because I think that part of the problem is no one's fostering the the business to the smaller collector, and maybe we can make the smaller collector a bigger collector if we foster those. But you have to keep it going. All right, Malik Willis would have been nice last year, but I'm glad we're not going that route. John Mechie, there's another Stroud. There's a Dotson I like. There's a Pickens, although that Pickens got a print line right up the middle of it. Rashad White, Kenneth Walker. Wow, this whole pack. Um, Started out real weak, and then the last 5 cards are all studs or potential studs. Jahad Dotson's going to have an amazing year this year, I think. George Pickens, again, we talked about it when I got the other card. I don't believe in George Pickens short term, but I believe that Pittsburgh Steelers fans and Mike Tomlin's history and their history with wide receivers in Pittsburgh, I think that George Pickens is a good investment longer term. So, all right, guys, that was. Oh no, whoa, what am I saying? That was the warm up. Here's the main event: 3 cards, 2 autograph, and 1 canvas insert per pack. So 3 cards. These are the big 3. So it's just like the Sage box we opened. I mean the Leaf box we opened. 3 cards, except they didn't top load them for us. We'll see how this goes. All right. First one we got is College Blue Helmet. So it's the same pictures we just saw, but they have these black borders around, black and white border, which is kind of cool. So we might recognize before. No, David Bell, wide receiver, Cleveland. I was big on this guy last year. I drafted him in all of my rookie leagues and stuff. I really thought he was going to have a good year in Cleveland. Has not panned out. Doesn't mean it's over yet, but all right. Number 2, I'm going to do the back one next because the middle one looks like it has a different border. Oh, the different middle one will be the canvas insert. So that's a defensive player, Brian Cook. Oh, and you can see there, Kyle Phillips is the other card. So Kyle Phillips is the canvas card. It is just one of those um, regular black artistry cards, but it's the card itself is a canvas instead of paper. It's kind of neat. We didn't hit really anything in that pack. Not big on Kyle Phillips or David Bell would be the biggest one for me. we'll see how it plays out. There's always something to be said about um, autograph cards. You get an autograph of someone, and like right now, again, I've already said it. I'm chasing stuff from Florida Gators. I'm chasing stuff from my high school. And if someone went to high school with David Bell, or someone was collecting, I don't even know where he went to college. Purdue. Someone from who went to Purdue is collecting Purdue guys, or just a big Purdue fan. They could be willing to pick that up for more than the grading cost. And if nothing else, when I open a store, having those sitting in the display case, since we'll be known for inexpensive uh, uh, graded cards, that's kind of cool. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out for our negative fifth episode. Guys, like I said, I appreciate you all hanging out this long. This wasn't that long of an episode, but I do suspect in the future these episodes might actually be shorter than this. This was just I got to talking a lot, which we'll do. These will be slightly more conversational than the breaks or the What's in the Box Wednesday. This will be me talking to you about my collection and what I plan to do. So watch the negative fourth episode whenever it airs. Check out What's in the Box Wednesday if you've never done that. Go ahead and click like and subscribe down below. Help us out with the analytics, and we will see you soon.